Good morning, Carroll County. Got a little bit of a crowd here. I will try to be brief, but I do have something very important to discuss this morning. I think it's very important. One of the more important things any of us could really do. So tomorrow, on February 26th, there's somebody coming home to Westminster. A soldier from Westminster, Maryland is finally coming home from World War II. And I think Commissioner Gordon and maybe some of the other commissioners plan on attending some of the functions tomorrow. But this is important. And I'm going to read a little bit about Private First Class Lawrence Richard Beard from the U.S. Army Air Force, who is, again, coming home to Westminster tomorrow after all these years. Private First Class Beard is from Westminster, Maryland, as I mentioned, and enlisted in the United States Army Air Force back in February of 1941. He was 27 years old at the time of his death. He was assigned to an engineer aviation battalion when forces invaded the Philippines in December of that year. And we all know what happened next. We've all heard about the Bataan Death March. It's a horrific ordeal that those men went through. Americans, British, Australians, Philippines alike. Most of them didn't survive. Thousands of United States and Filipino service members were captured and interned in prison of war camps, and Private First Class Beard was among those reported captured by the Japanese at that time. And they were subjected to that 65-mile Bataan Death March. Imagine that. That's further than D.C. is from here. So that's just horrific. And no water, no conditions whatsoever. We've all seen the documentaries. If you fell out or you slowed down, the Japanese just killed you, executed you right there on the spot. Private First Class Beard died on November 4th, 1942. We do know that, based on prison camp and other historical records, and was buried along 8 other deceased prisoners of war in a common grave. In 1947, the American Graves Registration Service exhumed those buried and sent them to a temporary location in Manila. And then later on, in 2019, those remains were exhumed, and that's where we were able to identify Richard as one of those people that were buried there. My understanding is that his nephew and niece will be attending, in addition to, I'm sure, a lot of other dignitaries. A hero's welcome will be planned at BWI, along the route of the procession, and at Fletcher's Funeral Home in Westminster. I want to thank Lieutenant Mike Karolenko of the Department of Fire and EMS. He has been coordinating a lot of the local efforts, and our Department of Fire and EMS will be participating in this return. I just thought it was worth mentioning that. Hard to believe, but you leave Westminster in 1941 and never come back, and it's not something that most people can imagine ever happening to them now, but it happened a lot back then. So thanks for the time to being able to just remember Richard Beard a little bit, and he's coming home tomorrow. And that's all for me.
Hello. Admittedly, I've only been here 2 weeks, but Bobby has left a huge impression on me already. And I think I've asked her at least 3 times if she's sure about this decision and would potentially reconsider. She is going to leave huge shoes to fill. She's been here 25 years, is beloved by her team, her coworkers, and the clients that she serves in as the manager of client services. So we wish you great joy in your retirement. I'll ask one more time if you might reconsider. But Charlie, did you want to say something?
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
I just wanted to say that it's been a true privilege to work side by side with Bobby these many years. She started as a client services analyst, a position that provides direct support to county agencies and governmental partners, and then for a number of years now has headed up that division as the manager of systems and client services. And I would say that the hallmark of that time has been exactly that, services. People who know Bobby, work with Bobby, and benefit from Bobby's work know that she is extremely service-oriented, and that's, of course, what we're about. It's very difficult to stay a step ahead in the technology world if Microsoft decides to make a major or a minor change. Often it's felt in hopefully small ways, but often in very large ways. And Bobby has been in the trenches working through all kinds of problem resolution and coming up with creative ways to keep the trains on schedule and keep people supported. And that's been the hallmark of her career here. And while we're extremely, extremely happy for her, we're also a little bit sad for ourselves because we're going to miss her a great deal.
So we have a plaque.
Oh, right, okay. Very nice. Well, yeah, please bring that up with you when we do the pictures. That's very nice.
Yes.
Nicely done. Well, I'll read the certificate of recognition, and then, you know how this works, Bob. You're not going to be able to get out of here without making a few comments. So,
I'm thinking.
in your 25, I have a certificate of recognition signed by all 5 of the commissioners. In recognition of your 25 years of dedicated service to Carroll County government, we commend you for your journey that began in September 2000 as a client services analyst and has led you to your current role as systems and client services manager in the Department of Technology Services. Your time with Carroll County has been one of growth and change in the field of computer technology, and you have consistently developed new skills and taken on greater responsibilities as you advance within the organization. Your leadership, professionalism, and exceptional customer service will be greatly missed. We wish you the best as you transition into this new phase of your life, and thank you for your career and your time here in public service. Appreciate it.
Thank you. For my words, I guess I could just say that I have really enjoyed working for Carroll County. I worked 10 years in Anne Arundel County in basically the same role, and I like Carroll County better. So it's really been a wonderful place to work. I can't say that enough, and always encourage people to apply here. We have a lot of really good workers, a lot of really very decent people. All of us of one mind of just doing the best we can for the citizens and doing it as frugally as we can. So it's always another high priority. But I will miss everyone a lot. I live in Carroll County, so I will still be around. And if anybody has a question, I've told them they can still call me.
So what comes next? What's on the agenda next?
When I was younger, I always wanted to be an art teacher. Not that I'm going to be an art teacher, but I would like to kind of re-explore my artistic desires, to try to do some drawing and painting. Also animals, I'm interested in maybe doing some sort of thing with animals. I intend to join some groups at my church to maybe get involved in those as well. So I'm going to fill it up. I won't be bored, I don't think.
Awesome. Well, God bless you in everything that comes next.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I want to compliment the whole department, and particularly you. I've used the helpline a lot, and you guys nobody's told me that's a stupid question. It's been very friendly, and out in the private industry, sometimes IT's not particularly friendly. We decided all our foremen should have an iPhone and an email address. So I got a bunch of calls. How do I set it up? I said, contact IT. I'm not talking to them. So I would say, what age are your kids? If they'd say 20, I'd say, they're set it up for you. If they'd say 40, I'd say, you got grandkids? And everybody that Monday was all happy that their iPhone was set up, but they were afraid to contact IT, and I don't feel that way here, so keep having patience with me.
Just wish you the absolute best on retirement. Sounds enjoyable with what you're planning on doing. And, if you do at some point decide you want to do some art classes, there's a number of really wonderful nonprofits you could probably assist with if that's something you'd want to think about.
Oh, okay, thank you. I'll think of that. Yeah, that is a good idea.